Legend Total War here, and today we've got a rating your Doomstack video that's also kind of a disaster battle. Playing as the greenskins, we have a Lava Arachnarok Doomstack here. Now, this is probably one of the most inconvenient armies in the game to build. If you thought the Morngul Doomstack was inconvenient to recruit, get a load of this one here. In order to recruit one of these armies, so 18 Lava Arachnarok Spiders, you have to complete 18 of the biggest wars. So that means you have to do a war on somebody ranked between strength rank 1 and 10, and every war is a minimum of 20 turns, and assuming that you can start a war straight after one another, you know, to get 18 of them, that is 360 turns. That's if you're doing the biggest wars one after another without any delays, because I believe you can only get one of these after winning the biggest war. That's the only way to get any of them. And he's got 18 of them. So what I want you guys to do is go into the comments, and before watching the rest of the video, don't cheat. Do whatever you want. But just guess what turn number it is. It has to be over turn 360, because, you know, there's 18 of them. Anyway. So he's got verge providing loads of physical resistance in here. And he's also managed to get Mathland's Blessing. But you know what the crying shame about all this is that He's done all this physical resistance, made this army super bloody strong, and he's like, okay, cool, we're going to bring this to the test, we're going to go up against the strongest enemy we can go up against. Cool. Here's 4 Dark Elf Black Arcs, right? Now, here's the thing. Black Arc Admirals have the ability to give magic attack to all of their units. And all 4 of these Black Arc Captains, Admirals, have magic attack on all of their units. Not a single person here does physical damage, which means that 65% physical resistance is completely negated. 100%. So that just is completely useless. And that's a real shame, because it would be really great to watch these guys go into combat and not take any damage. But that's just not going to happen here. Like, this goes to waste. Wurzag is going to waste. He's also got this, so that's also providing some bonuses as well. But the thing is, that magic attack is just going to rip through us. We've also got some magic resistance here. But given that there's 4 of these armies, I actually think he's picked off way too much. So it's not really going to be the best of tests. This isn't going to perform well against this kind of army here. Now, the thing is, I really want to give this a high rating, just in terms of strength. Like, in terms of, like convenience, this is a 0 out of 10. This is the most inconvenient shit to recruit in this game, period. But like, in terms of pure power, like, I've got to give it like a 10 out of 10. Except for the fact that he's gone up against like the one enemy that would absolutely fucking wreck him. So this battle is going to be a catastrophe no matter which way we swing, because yeah, like, they're just going to do too much damage to us. So what I need to do here is not control large armies, so that we can actually control the pace of the battle a little bit, so that Wurzag can cast enough. We're going to be relying very heavily on his casting, because we've got some reinforcements in here. And even with doing this, I don't think we'll win, just because these guys aren't going to be that resilient to their damage, that we're really going to take damage very quickly. If we were going up against them with physical attack, I wouldn't disable this, but if we enable this, we're going to lose way too quickly. And it just won't be a good showcase of the army. And I think this is a really big shame that he built an army with a specific kind of strength and basically threw all of that strength away by fighting this. Like, I want you guys to pick an appropriate enemy, don't get me wrong, but the thing is with Black Arcs is that they are the most avoidable type of enemies to avoid. You just have to not go out in the water. They can't land. So it's testing your armies against Black Arc captains, which a couple of people have been doing. You don't need to do that, because Black Arc captains, they should be the last thing you deal with when dealing with dealing with Dark Elves, because they can't land. They don't have to go out in the water. You don't have to go out in the water and just you take out all the settlements first, and then you take out their Black Arc captains. Even if you have to throw huge amounts of force at them, or even if you just ignore them, they can't attack your settlements. Well, they don't attack your settlements. So I just feel like it's a bit of a waste putting this much power into his army, and we can't use it. we just can't use it. You know, it's kind of like having getting an all wizard Doomstack and then going up against an enemy that's just got nothing but what's it called? Luminarchs of Hish, so that you can't regenerate your magic, sort of thing. So, in order to basically win this battle, which I feel like we want to try and do, I really need to rely very heavily on Wurzag, at the very least to get rid of missile units, because their missile attack being magic attack as well, it's just a shame to watch these guys here die so quickly. It really will be. It is a big shame, but like, I want you guys to pick an appropriate enemy, but don't go too far in the other direction. It has to be somewhat, like, don't pick an enemy that's like, hey look, 4 armies full of spears. Like, that's crap, okay? But at the same time, don't pick an enemy that's so counters your army and so rare to encounter in the campaign that you'd never encounter it. It's just a silly test, you know? Like, yeah. That's the problem. Like, this is such a... You'd never see this army in the campaign, and you'd never see this many Black Arcs with magic attack on all of them because it's so late in the campaign. Almost makes it pointless. So yeah, just to track some of their guys over here early. Got a bit of damage on them, not too many kills though. To start taking out a couple of their units early. But yeah, it's just such a crying shame to see such a strong army being completely negated by the enemy here. Because I really wanted to see this, and I want to see it in action. Like, properly. It's just gonna be a wet noodle. Alright, trying to fire at will when they get too close, because they do have a habit of... Actually, you got physical... Wait, we cause magic attack as well, so we'll actually damage our own units. Do they have magic resistance? Yeah, they do. We've got magic... Oh my god. We've got magic attack, and they don't have... We haven't stripped them of all their magic resistance because we're at sea. It's like, hey, look how strong my army is. That it's so strong that you can use none of our abilities and still lose. It just really goes to show you that there's no such thing as an unstoppable Doomstack. Because of all the different things that can happen in this game, there's always some situation that can be like, nah, your army's fucked. You know, unless you can manage somehow to build an army that has 90% ward save on all of their units, there's no way to build an actual invincible army. Like, this would be the greenskin, like the strongest thing the greenskins could produce. Just completely negated here. That wasn't the greatest cast ever. But I'm liking what's going on over here. So yeah, once again, we have a wizard Doomstack. I wouldn't do this normally. I mean, I would do it normally, but I wouldn't do it in this situation if it wasn't for all their magic attack. We have to thin them out. Or else, like I said, just charging them in there. I'll do it in like the last wave. They're gonna take so much damage, and it's not gonna seem good. But this is a really good army. Just, like... No other faction in the game really can build an army that's got this much like armor piercing and all magic attack. And so only Black Ark captains can do it. Maybe if you went up against vampire counts with like, if they had like all banshees or all like Cairn Wraiths or all Hex Wraiths, something like that would be equally difficult to deal with. But in those cases, they're ethereal and we've got magic attack, so we'd actually do a lot of damage to them as well. Whereas these guys here are actually weaker against physical attack, which we don't do. So, we're weak against their attacks, and they're strong against our attacks due to our abilities here. You know, we're fighting the enemy at their advantage, not at ours, which is dumb. So the monsters, I'm not really that concerned. Oh, look how much damage we've already taken. Barely even started. Holy shit! I didn't get that much magic! 1,245. I didn't even see that. Crap. Well, I can't utilize that much. The fuck is this campaign? There's no mods installed. I don't think. That's more magic than what we had with the Techless battle. We had 1,000 winds of magic. Look how much damage we've taken already. There's not even that many of them. I'm trying my best. We're a fucking wet noodle. God, we can't heal them because we don't have Law of Life. I don't really like that ability that much. So I still think the Lava Arachnaroks are the best unit in the Greenskin roster, but yeah, it just in this particular situation here, this isn't really ideal at all. Using Rogue Idols would not have gone any better. Look at this, already just about dead. I can't do anything about it, they've just got too much magic attack. So I've already lost one. Try to use this a bit. Yeah. In many ways, Black Arcs are more dangerous than regular Dark Elf armies. Because the Black Arc captains can boost their armies by so much. And you got 4 of them here. All doing the same thing, because it's a super late campaign. And since Black Arcs are always immortal, even though these guys might have lost and been wounded 1,000 times, not quite that many, but might have lost many times, they can't be killed until the faction's wiped out. So yeah, our guys are getting wrecked here. It's just not good against this at all. Not good one bit. Doing the best I can. Trying to thin them out, even with using the magic. Like, look how thinned out they are. They're basically unbreakable. But yeah, not firing at will here is important because it has a tendency of shooting our own troops, and we're weak against our own shots, and they're not particularly weak against it. So it'd just be a waste. We're here to test the Doomstack, not to use the War forces. This is just such a shame. It's like the gods' cruelest prank ever on the Greenskins. Somebody finally makes a really strong Doomstack with the Greenskins and pits it up against the worst possible enemy that they could have gone up against. And there's also Soul Blights, that could help a little bit. Yeah, we're not doing much damage. That's a lot of magic to waste on. Well, it's a little bit of magic to waste on that, but just trying to focus on Wurzag's abilities. They're just fighting to the goddamn death. Yeah, so it looks like we've lost 2 already. God damn it. Click on the damn icon there. Yeah, we don't want to overcast it. It'll have a long cooldown and good chance of actually miscasting. And the thing is, after you take out the Lord, it doesn't take away their ability, because it's applied on the campaign map. So they're permanently going to have magic attack. Because yeah, that's 65% physical resistance. That's no joke. And they just completely bypassed it. Another one's gone. I think that's 3. Yeah, move them back away from this. I really have to try to utilize as much of the magic as possible. Try to finish off their black arcs. These guys over here if we can. We got so much magic. That's the most I've ever seen in an army, which I never would have expected from a greenskin army to have that much wins. I mean, they're one of the few races in the game that can actually get knowledgeable lords. That wasn't the best cast ever. How about you guys go over there? Let's go over there. In order to win this, I'm actually going to need those wire forces. Oh, got rid of him. Try to use our wire forces as a bit of a meat shield, I think. Yeah. I think from now on, guys, don't send me battles against Black Arcs. It's not an appropriate test, because like you can avoid Black Arcs. There's no reason to go out and hunt them down. I know sometimes they're easy targets because they just sit there a lot of the time, but it's not indicative of the average enemy that you're gonna fight at all. I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird. Like, you build an army one certain way, and then just completely waste it. It's like, look how strong my army is against an enemy that completely crushes it. And I imagine that people want to get high rankings for their Doomstack videos. Like, you know? Oh, damn it, he gave me a 5 out of 10. Well, you know, I did put it up against an impossibly strong enemy. And all of my strengths were actually weaknesses. And they need to blow up a lot more if we want to get any serious damage on them. Still another one over there. God, they're all super badly damaged. That was just after one enemy. There's too many. We're definitely not going to win. Not unless Wurzag can manage to do the whole thing with magic, but there's no way we can utilize them for winning. It's completely negated the strengths of it. It's got enough magic to do it, it's just a matter of will the army loss penalty be inflicted, and also any single entity monsters come in that have higher than 89 speed, they'll just get us. But yeah, if we had controlled large armies, we would have lost by now. I guess it is a bit indicative of just how shit of a race greenskins really are, that even their strongest army, yeah, it isn't really even that strong. This is why I've come to the realization with greenskins, their best armies are actually shit stacks. Just recruit garbage, and if they get killed, who cares? You know, don't invest in Doomstacks with greenskins. Because they don't have good Doomstacks. They don't have a good economy, so it absolutely breaks their bank. Everybody hates them, so you end up winning loads of wars. So if you have Doomstacks, you can't have that many armies. So their garrisons suck. So you can't rely on walled settlements to defend against a single high-elf army, for example. So the only solution is to create armies that are shit, but at least you can have loads of them. Alright, these ones here, let's send them in. Because they're too slow. Plus, getting them to blob up around at this point here could actually be really good. This could be a decent opportunity actually for an overcasted Foot of Gork. Just wait till they clump up. Here we go. Also, way less efficient for Winds of Magic. Yeah, that did alright. It's gonna be a significant cooldown on that though. Alright. Go and camp by their reinforcement zone and try to take them out one at a time. Try to keep these guys in the fight as long as possible. I think it would have been better if I had not overcasted it, because I could have casted it again by now. I gotta keep these guys in the fight. Because that's just not really doing anything. Yeah, get in there, you guys. Oh, there's something else there.
Spells are ready. Sifting. Fasting. Moving fast.
Oh, get over there. Didn't want to just send one. Actually, that's a good opportunity to use this. Right, you come down here. And another one over here. Just keep them busy so we can just take out one unit at a time. Because they're okay at that. Oh god, some of this is so badly damaged. Oh man, another one died just against one unit there. Yeah, like one on one, they still don't win against them. Like one unit of ours versus one unit of theirs doesn't win. We have to rely entirely on the magic. Yeah, amazing magic reserves. Be curious to know how many knowledgeable lords you got in order to do that. Shade's smashing us over here. That one's about to die. No, that is dead. I don't need to send a save file back, so I'm not too worried about if any of these guys get wiped out. Because obviously this is a bit of a joke situation, it seems. Even if I do use Soul Blight there, I mean, they're just taking so much damage. Reducing their what is it, base damage by 30%? Yeah, base weapon. That's not the problem here. Like, they got armor piercing. Honestly, Soul Blight's not going to help.
Bring me carry.
Yeah, gotta use the whole army just to take out one unit. And just keep these guys lagging behind as long as possible. As reinforcements are coming in right from here, and they get their murderous prowess straight away. More of our guys are getting wiped out. Garbage units are coming in as reinforcements. Bounce powers for us are still okay, but we've probably killed off about 2 armies now out of the 4. Gotta get out of there, because they just rip us to shreds too quickly. Got so much wins, might as well use it. It's our only strength here. We got stuck by the look of it. Come on, keep moving, keep moving. Because yeah, if they didn't have the magic attack, I'd actually be pretty confident that we would win this. Oh no, definitely, because we've already taken out 2 armies, and if we actually had the 65% resistance, we'd have taken far less than half the amount of damage. Oh yeah, we'd have won by now. But yeah, the magic attack killed us in the water here. It's possibly also got the trophy from the lizardmen that provides physical resistance. Maybe? I don't know. Because 65%'s a lot. That's power still in our favor. By a bit, and they've still got so many reinforcements. I think that's it for our reinforcements. And in terms of magic, we've used up about 1/3 of it so far, so we'll still get a good recharge rate. Once we've gone down to about 600, that's when it'll halve our recharge rate. But then we've also got a greater arcane conduit, so... Because of, wait, does he? Yeah, because of Squiggly Beast. I don't know if I want to waste magic on this, it just doesn't do that much damage. Really need to be just using Foot of Gork. Okay, how are we going over here? Okay. I don't know, maybe we can win if we just keep this up for long enough. It's just a shame that we're having to fight this battle this way. It's just strong army that's just... It's like being struck at our Achilles heel. Look how strong I am! Oh, but against that. Damn it, you fell by 1 weakness. And everybody's got it. This is what it feels like to bring a giant Doomstack, except to every fight. This is how giants feel like. Oh no, my 1 weakness. Everything. Oh no, you have armor piercing. I don't have any armor. Oh look, anti-large. Oh look, missile units. Oh look, infantry. I'm weak against all of this. So once again, just do the round so we can get up there to their reinforcement spot. Just keep thinning them out in the meantime. Yeah, it is a bit of a problem when they fight to the goddamn death. Alright, seems like they're bringing in the missile unit phase now. And the worst of it's still to come as well. Okay, can round over this way. This map is actually working out quite well for us because they keep walking around these obstructions here. And I think I missed there. It's actually quite bad for them. Alright, I'll try and fire at will, even though I think that's a mistake. No, if it's a mistake, don't do it. Like I said, they're strong against it and we're weak against our friendly fire, just don't do it. So there's another one, I think. That'll at least provide some good disruption. Another one's gone. Just try to get him off the battlefield. And probably just try to get out of here, actually. Out of this area. What are these? Just call one char, it's not that big of a deal. You know what would have been actually maybe better in this situation here? Full army of river troll hags. Because we would have had so many just keep casting. And because they have regen. And I don't know what else. Alright, so now we're up to the cavalry phase. Oh shit. And then I get one of those. Stop their missile units, please. Alright, fire at will against that. Oh, no, don't let Where's get hurt here. Get him out. Don't let Where's get hurt. This is shit, by the way. I think that's Soul Blight that they're casting on us. I think I'm going to miss. So I'll cancel the cast. Try again. Right, keep moving guys. We've still got the bounce of power in our favor, which I'm actually really surprised at. It's probably just because of the amount of winds of magic reserved. Move. So they're using their fast units to pin us down, and then the infantry get here. They fuck us up. Is he regenerating? No. Was he regenerating in melee or something? Losing some of them. It's just gonna happen sometimes. Keep moving. At least just getting into melee with these ones causes them damage. Bounce of power's even now. That's not good because they still have more enemies to come in. Oh, and like I said, the worst is yet to come. Just get some distance. I don't mind fighting it, just not near their infantry. This one's fucked. I can't get it out. It's completely surrounded there. Alright, now we're starting to lose balance of power. Let's just get some distance. And we'll see how we go. The dragons shouldn't be that much of a problem. If they're on their own. We just gotta get over to here, I think, and fight them. Alright, leaving that one behind seemed to have worked reasonably well. Of course it's gonna get killed, but at least it got everyone else out of here. Sometimes you just can't save everyone. Alright, but we have to save that one. And this one here as well. Come on, where's that? Get out, get out. And there's the army loss penalty inflicted on us. So I think it's a strong army that he put up in the worst possible thing that they could have gone up against. Literally negated all their strength. It's just really, really strong. Suppose that battle there might be possible to win if we had acted more like a bitch at the very start and really tried to avoid... Basically, in order to win this battle, you just have to use Wurzag, and only Wurzag as much as possible. Just have that Arachnarok army just keep moving away from their infantry, and every time they bring in a cavalry unit or monster, just isolate and kill it. Because there were a lot of black dragons in there. But they were the least of our problem. The biggest problem was going to be the Shades and Dark Shards, just because of the magic armor-piercing missiles. Anyway, let's rate this army. I think it's really good. Like, it's really, really strong. But it's really inconvenient to recruit. And you went up against the worst enemy that you could have picked it up against. Now, it's not going to get a super high score because it's not convenient. It's super expensive. So let's have a look at it. We've got to weigh things up. It's probably the most inconvenient army in the game to recruit. So in that regard, it gets like a 0 out of 10. It's probably one of the strongest armies you can build in the game. But I'm only going to give it a 9 out of 10 because it's not invincible. You can't heal them. They're super expensive. In your economy... Oh my god, jeez, how did you get that much? Oh, you got this? Okay, so you could have actually... Oh, hang on. No, you do have the extra physical resistance there for all armies, the bigger Scalies trophies. Okay, yes, I did have that. You've definitely boosted it to an extreme degree as well, and it couldn't handle that. So, yeah, probably 9 out of 10 for, like, just pure strength. And then... Like, I think he did everything right apart from just picking this enemy. That was, like, if we had gone up against the High Elves here, while they do have some magic attack, these would have done absolutely nothing against the Arachnarok spiders. So, overall, I think I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. No, it's so inconvenient to recruit it. But it's so strong. Yeah, but it's 8 out of 10. Like, you're not going to see this sort of army very often. So if you manage to recruit it, it's going to be really good. Just don't go up against Black Arcs if they've got all magic attack. And you're using Wurzag with it. So that's all. I don't know what to think about this sort of thing. There's so many things right and so many things wrong with it. About the situation and everything. But it's very impressive that he managed to get that many of them. Because, yeah, like, he's got that many of them there as well. And there's no more in reserve, are there? No. So, huge waste of those that were lost. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Thanks for sending this in. Lots of effort gone in. Turned 637. Flabbergasted by that. And I don't know how we got that much Winds of Magic. Let me have a look at this. Let me have a look. Did he... Yeah, look. He's just got absolute assloads of knowledgeable generals. Just loads of them. I wonder if he save scummed in order to generate that sort of ratio of them, because there's quite a few in there. Anyway, yeah, 8 out of 10. I know some people. This is gonna be a very contentious one because some people are gonna be like, "What? But it lost the battle. But it's so inconvenient. But it's super strong." It's gonna be all over the place, and it just depends on what criteria you want to judge it at. And this could be judged anywhere between 0 out of 10 and 9 out of 10, or 10 out of 10. It's gonna be just such a wild one to... It's a wild card, because it's strong, it's inconvenient. It's shit against this, but it's good against everything else. So it's just a complete wild card to rate that one. Very difficult to rate it. Anyway, really appreciate the guy putting in the effort to send this in. Fun army to use, I guess. And that's the end of this one. Let me know in the comments what you think below. And I'll see you guys next time. Later, fuckers. Bye.